The following is a production of the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. It's now time for Ottumwa Baseball. Heard right here on your news and information leader, 1240 AM and 102.7 FM, KBIZ. Now, let's get you to the field with the voice of the Ottumwa Bulldogs, Jason Van Arkel.
Ottumwa High Baseball is on the air. Good afternoon, everybody, from the campus of Des Moines Roosevelt High School. Jason Van Arkel reporting. Annie Argo, the on-site video producer. Brandon Drew, the radio producer, back at the KBIZ studios. It is the final day of the 2002 regular season as your Ottumwa High Baseball team tries to wrap up an outright CIML Metro Conference championship, taking on the Roughriders of Des Moines Roosevelt. The Bulldogs come in at 23-14. They are 17-1 in the Metro, a two-game lead over Roosevelt, who's 25-12, 15-3 in conference. These games weren't supposed to matter, but that Game 2 loss to Lincoln on Wednesday means Ottumwa's only clinched a tie for the final ever CIML Metro Conference Championship. 2 Roosevelt wins today means the Bulldogs and Roughriders would share the title for the second year in a row. Still, OHS and Roosevelt, for that matter, face first-round sub-state playoff games 3 days from now. Staff ace Tanner Shark finally returned to the mound for Ottumwa on Thursday, tossing 4 solid innings against Oskaloosa. He will not pitch today, as he is preparing to pitch on Friday in the playoff opener at Indianola. Game 1 today belongs to Ottumwa's number 2 starter, Javen Rominger. And the Game 2 hurler is yet to be decided. If Ottumwa wins Game 1 and wraps up the outright conference title, the Bulldogs might send a senior to the mound who doesn't have as much pitching experience. But if Ottumwa loses Game 1, they may go with a more seasoned pitcher in Game 2. Regardless of who pitches, Ottumwa must clean up its fielding. The Bulldogs have committed 5 errors in each of the past 2 games, and that won't cut it for winning the conference outright today, much less trying to win a playoff game on Friday. As for Roosevelt, their head coach is Randy Wee, who's in his 15th season. He's got 331 career wins. He used to coach at Iowa Falls, Waterloo, Columbus. He was at Johnston, and he led them to a 40-0 state championship in 2008. His most recent stop was Des Moines Lincoln. He had retired, but he took over the Roosevelt job on very short notice after the previous coach abruptly resigned 3 days before the start of practice this year. And he's led the Roughriders to a solid season. They boast 5 regulars hitting .340 or better, 7 players with double-digit stolen bases, and 3 starting pitchers with ERAs under 3. It's hard to tell from the stats which of the 3 would be their ace, but like Ottumwa, look for the Riders to hold back the guy they consider their number 1 guy for their first-round playoff game on Friday when they host Norwalk. Roosevelt has won 8 in a row since a shocking loss to Des Moines East, although Ankeny was the only opponent in that stretch who was any good. Now, last year, Roosevelt came down to Ottumwa and swept a doubleheader to force a share of the conference title. Today, they'll try to repeat that feat on their home ball field. Bulldogs and Roughriders, again, Ottumwa's got a tie for the conference title, but they would like to win at least 1 here and not have to share the final CIML Metro title with the Roughriders. We'll take 2 minutes, come back, take a look at the first 2 games between these 2 teams this year, and have your starting lineups on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at mikespizzasteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
No problem. Ottumwa High Baseball, 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, and on the live video stream on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. Was just letting a Roosevelt fan know that, yes, we are streaming the ball games this afternoon. Now, these two teams met back on June 15th, and the reason Ottumwa has a share of the CIML Metro title in its back pocket already is a pair of one-run wins over Roosevelt in mid-June at John Hart Stadium. In the opener, Ottumwa won Game 1, 1-0 in 8 innings. Tanner Shark pitched a one-hit shutout, and he scored the winning run in the bottom of the 8th on a sacrifice fly by Braylon Griffiths. In the nightcap, Javid Rominger allowed just 2 hits over 6 in the 3rd innings before Lucas Barnes fanned 2 of the 3 hitters he faced to earn the save. Roosevelt starters Shea Stickle and Jaden Morris were also very good. Stickle is pitching game 1 for Roosevelt here today. Now, will we see another pitcher's duel tonight, or I should say today? We're starting in the afternoon. No lights here at Roosevelt. But will we see another pitcher's duel, or will the offenses start their tune-up for the postseason? The conditions are favorable for offense. You have shorter fences here than you have back home at John Hart Stadium. It's 310 to left here at Roosevelt, 305 to right, 365 to straightaway center. Last year when we came here, Ottumwa played home run derby as Mitch Wood, Jesus Jaime, and Trey Swartz all went deep. And Roosevelt's got some guys that can hit it out here at their smaller home park. So you got to keep the ball down today. The conditions are favorable in this hot weather for offense. We'll see how the pitching does. Let's check the starting lineups here. First for your Ottumwa Bulldogs. 1 win captures the outright conference title. Leading off and playing left field, Miles Sainer. Batting second, the shortstop, Carter Thompson. Adam Griner will play third base and bat third. And Tanner Shark, the first baseman, hits cleanup. Batting fifth and pitching, Javen Rominger. The number 6 hitter is the second baseman, Tucker Long. Braylon Griffiths in right field bats seventh. Dalton Dowd, the designated hitter, batting eighth. And batting ninth is the center fielder, Lucas Barnes. In the field, but not in the batting order, is the catcher, Cam Maneri. As for Randy Wee's Roosevelt Roughriders, leading off and pitching, Shea Stickle. Batting second, the second baseman, Jake Espeland. Tanner Short is the right fielder. He bats third. Andrew Swanda, the designated hitter, hits cleanup. Dominic Wade at third base, batting fifth. Spencer DeMarco, the left fielder, hits sixth. Sonny Herman will catch and bat seventh. Walker Bennett, the first baseman, hitting eighth. And batting ninth is the shortstop, Jaden Morris. In the field, but not in the batting order for the Rough Riders, is their center fielder, Lucas Pullman. Let's check the pitching matchup here. Each team has seen the opposing pitcher this year. For Ottumwa, as we dig up the stats and try not to let the wind blow them away, Javen Rominger making his 8th start. He is 4-1 with a 2.44 ERA. 37 and a third innings pitched, 27 hits allowed, 20 runs, 13 earned, 15 walks, 10 hit batters, 46 strikeouts, better than a strikeout an inning, and opponents hitting only 164 against Rominger. As for Shea Stickle, the Rough Riders starter, he is a senior. This will be his 8th start, his 9th appearance. He is 6-0 with an 0.54 ERA, 38 and 2/3 innings pitched, 24 hits allowed, only 6 runs, 3 earned, 14 walks, 6 hit batters, 37 strikeouts, about a strikeout an inning, and opponents hitting just 173 against Stickle. So both pitchers have excellent numbers coming into the ball game. Who will be at their best? Who will come out on top? And can Ottumwa do what they weren't able to do last year, which is beat Roosevelt at least once at the end of the year and win an outright Metro title? If Roosevelt wins both games, then you are looking at a shared conference title for the 2nd straight year. Our umpires are coming out to meet with the head coaches at home plate. I'm not sure if they do the national anthem here before game 1 or game 2. Again, with these 3:30 starts, and we start at 3:30 with game 1 because there are no lights here at Roosevelt, just as there are no lights at any of the Des Moines schools other than Hoover for baseball. But we start at 3:30, and sometimes some of the schools will choose not to have the national anthem until before the second game when more of the fans have arrived. Right now, we're going to take a 2-minute timeout and return on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hey, it's Sam here, your Lisco sales rep. Summertime weather is just around the corner, so you know the drill. Construction is in full swing, and we have limited time to get your order on the list for this year. As you're prioritizing your goals for 2022, let's make you the priority. We can chat details about what would make your home or business data connection the most successful. To add or update your services, call me, Samantha Knoll, for your Lisco sales and account management. 641-209-5400, 209-5400, or visit us at lisco.com.
It's more than an education. It's more than a degree. William Penn University is alive with opportunity. Opportunity in a diverse student body. Opportunity in a staff that works with your budget. Opportunity in over 30 programs of study. Opportunity in a classroom where your voice is heard. Find your future and the opportunities waiting for you. Start your planning today at wmpenn.edu and see why William Penn University is alive with opportunity.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
High baseball on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Bulldogs on the road at Des Moines Roosevelt, getting ready for the final 2 games of the regular season. The playoffs begin for baseball on Friday. They begin for softball on Thursday. And the Ottumwa softball team right now is just a few hundred feet away from us, getting ready for their final regular season games. They're also here at Roosevelt. I believe they get started at 4 o'clock today, or somewhere thereabouts. Softball just needs to win one of those 2 games over at Roosevelt to win the outright Metro title on that side. And as they introduce the starting lineups here, we'll tell you about what's coming up Thursday and Friday. Postseason action begins. Ottumwa softball will be at Urbandale for the regional opener. That'll be 7 o'clock Thursday night. We'll have the action on KBIZ and on the live video stream. And then Friday night, your Bulldog baseball team makes a return trip to Indianola, where we started the season. Again, a 7 o'clock first pitch Friday night for the sub-state first round game. And of course, Ottumwa in a sub-state with Indianola, who we're playing, Ankeny, Urbandale, the top seed, Des Moines East, and Des Moines Lincoln. Ankeny will host East, and Urbandale will host Lincoln on Friday. The top remaining seed among the 3 winners of those games gets a bye to the sub-state final, and the other 2 teams remaining play each other in the sub-state semifinal on Monday. So if Ottumwa beats Indianola on Friday, they'll play Monday, and if the seeds hold, they'll be at Ankeny, assuming Urbandale and Ankeny win their first round games. Ottumwa has their red jerseys on with the wide gray stripe across the front of the jersey and the sleeves. Red lettering Ottumwa within that gray swash of color there. White numbers on the back, white pants with red trim, and red caps for OHS. Roosevelt has white jerseys blue trim, navy blue trim. Blue numbers on the back, smaller blue numbers front and right. And on the left front, a script R for Roosevelt. They've got white pants with navy trim and white caps, kind of an off-white color actually, or maybe they're just dirty from the season. But the brims are navy, and there's a navy R for Roosevelt on the caps. If you notice the music playing, hopefully it's not too loud. They set up a giant speaker right next to where we've been broadcasting from here for several years. Hopefully it's not going to interfere with the broadcast. It looks like we will have the national anthem before game one here as Roosevelt's being introduced. Their players are heading to spots on the field where they're going to look at the flag beyond the fence in left center field for the national anthem. And so as Roosevelt comes out of the dugout and Ottumwa lines up on their side to get ready for the national anthem, we will do so as well. We will take a 2-minute timeout, and when we come back, we'll have the first pitch on this hot summer afternoon in the capital city. Bulldogs and Roughriders to end the regular season. All the action comes your way next on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Performance Pipe in Bloomfield is hiring. They have 3 classifications open for hire: molding operators, a molding setup, and a maintenance position. Performance Pipe offers a competitive benefit package including medical, life insurance, pension plan, 401k, paid vacation, and holidays. Applicants must be 18 years or older, have a high school diploma or GED, and a valid driver's license. To apply, go to cpchem.com. Click Careers, type in Bloomfield to see the details of each job and apply for the one that best suits you. Or Google Performance Pipe in Bloomfield and ask for D. Chevron Phillips Chemical Company is an equal opportunity affirmative action employer.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High Baseball, 1240 AM, 102.7 FM, KBIZ, the live video stream on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. Good afternoon once again, everybody. Jason Van Arkel with you at Des Moines Roosevelt. Annie Yargo, the on-site video producer. Brandon Drew, the radio producer, back at the KBIZ studios. Ottumwa and Roosevelt. Roosevelt must win 2 to earn a tie with Ottumwa for the CIML Metro Conference title. 1 Bulldog win in these 2 games, and they will have the title all to themselves. Shea Stickle, the senior right-hander, on the mound for the Roughriders. The defense behind him has Spencer DeMarco in left, Lucas Pullman in center, Tanner Short in right, Dominic Wade at third, Jaden Morris at short, Jake Espeland at second, Walker Bennett at first, and Sonny Herman behind the plate. Miles Sainer leads it off for Ottumwa, hitting .229 with 12 driven in, an on-base of .408. And the first pitch of the ball game is high for ball 1. Our first pitch at 3:39. We got started a little bit late today. And the 1-0 misses, and Sainer works ahead 2-0. 98 degrees under mostly sunny skies. a heat index of 108. Sainer, a ground ball to the hole at short. Backhand stop by Morris. Long throw across is in time for out number 1.
Next up, number 19, Carter Thompson.
So here's Carter Thompson, batting .318 with 14 runs batted in. And playing this ball game under a heat advisory here in Des Moines. Do have a south wind at 10 miles an hour that's basically blowing out. First pitch to Carter. In there for a strike, 0-1. One out, nobody on for Ottumwa here in the top of the first. The wind and the pitch, low and away, 1 ball, 1 strike. Right-hander to right-hander. Stickles 1-1 to Carter. Breaking ball spun in over his head, 2-1. Carter awaiting the 2-1 pitch. It's on its way. Fastball inside corner, strike 2. On a hot day like today, maybe your strategy is to take a number of pitches if you're Ottumwa. Try to wear that starter down. The 2-2. Breaking ball off the end of the back, hewed up the first base line. Bobbled, but picked up by the first baseman Bennett. It'll step on the bag for out number 2. So here is Adam Greiner. Senior hitting .388. He's driven in 16. Slugging .622 on the season. That is tops on the Bulldogs, as is the batting average. Hope Adam doesn't get too homer happy here. Again, it's only .310 down the left field line. Now, the fence from the left field corner to left center is about 20 feet high. That's to protect the neighborhood behind it. The fence the rest of the way around is about 10 feet high. First pitch, swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch, 0-1. Two out, nobody on, top of the first. The 0-1. Swing and a miss again at a breaking ball, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Adam maybe has to switch to the B-hack here, try to make contact. The 0-2 low and away. Check swing, no swing on the appeal. 1-2 to Greiner. Boy, Stickle, a bit of a quick pitch there from the windup. He still did his windup, but just kind of abbreviated. Now a normal windup in the pitch. Downstairs again, and the count evens at 2-2. Adam digs back in, 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch on the way, in the dirt, and outside, and the count's full 3-2 with Tanner Shark on deck. Three balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch. Outside ball 4, and a good job by Greiner after falling behind 0-2. Didn't see another pitch in the zone, didn't chase anything, and he draws a 2-out walk, brought to you by Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance in Ottumwa. So that'll give Tanner Shark a 2-out chance. Tanner hitting .357 with 22 batted in. Greiner down at first, 19 steals in 23 tries. See if Ottumwa tries to get a man into scoring position here. Quick throw to first, not in time. Adam getting a decent lead over there at first. Another throw to chase him back. Stickle isn't even coming set before he's throwing over right now. But he hasn't even really gotten the sign from the catcher, Herman. Now the pitch. And Tanner swings and misses at an off-speed pitch, 0-1. Early in the game here, Stickle starting off Ottumwa hitters with something other than a fastball. 0-1 to Shark. The next offering on the outside corner, strike two. Well, Griner fell behind 0-2. He ended up drawing a walk. He might be in motion here 0-2, although the pitch out is a possibility, and another throw to first will chase Griner back. Feel that wind kick up a little bit. Still 0-2. The pitch, down and in, 1 ball, 2 strikes. A little bit weird to be doing a Roosevelt game without Jamison Patton in their lineup, and I know the Roosevelt fans, that might be a sore subject. Patton, of course, their star football, basketball, and baseball player, as that pitch is inside to Shark, 2-2. But Patton, who is an Iowa State commit in football, decided before the end of the school year that he's transferring to Ankeny and to play his senior year with Ankeny football. So he's no longer here. Griner goes 2-2. Check swing, he went around, strike 3, and the inning is over. No runs, no hits, 1 left after half an inning. Ottumwa nothing. Roosevelt coming up on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the first inning, Ottumwa had 1 base runner but no runs in the top half, and now the left-hander Javen Rominger will take the mound for the first time today. The defense behind him, Miles Sainer in left, Lucas Barnes in center, Braylon Griffiths in right, Adam Griner at third, Carter Thompson at short, Tucker Long at second, Tanner Shark at first, and Cam Maneri behind the plate. Griner, by the way, already has a uniform full of dirt. He slid headfirst into second on that last pitch at the top of the first inning, trying to steal second, but Tanner Shark had struck out at the plate, meaning Adam got his jersey dirty for nothing. I'm sure he won't mind. Top 3 in the Roosevelt order are the pitcher Shea Stickle, the second baseman Jake Espeland, and the right fielder Tanner Short. Stickle, a senior, hitting .387, 3 home runs, and 23 batted in. Javen Rominger must keep the ball down today. The short fence is here, Roosevelt, the wind blowing out, and Roosevelt's a fly ball team. First pitch to Stickle. On the inside corner for a called strike. Rominger got the win over Roosevelt, game 2 of that doubleheader on June 15th. That pitch popped up, back, and out of play. And the count is 0-2. Not a whole lot of foul territory here at Roosevelt, certainly a lot less than at our home park. A little bit more between home plate and the backstop, but not a lot down the lines. The 0-2. Down and in, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Annie and I are holding umbrellas over our heads, keep the worst of the sun off us. 98 degrees at first pitch, heat index of 108. Long wait here for the sign. Now Javen is ready. The 1-2. Sails all the way to the backstop. He overthrew that one, 2-2. Probably can't hear it behind me, but there is a lot of construction going on behind me. Roosevelt has a space for a football field and track between the high school building and where the baseball diamond is, and they have torn down to completely renovate that area. As there's a fly ball to right center. Coming over is Griffiths. He'll make the catch for out number 1. One down on a fly out to right, and here is the second baseman, Jake Espeland. Sophomore hitting .356, 2 home runs, 34 driven in. But Roosevelt doing a complete renovation. It's not a varsity game field. In a couple of years, they're going to build a new community field here in Des Moines that all the Des Moines schools will use for football. As there's a pitch a little bit high to Espeland, ball 1. But it'll be a nice new practice facility for Roosevelt football and a facility for sub-varsity games. It'll be a turf surface like we have at Schaefer Stadium back home. That pitch fouled back by Espeland, count even at a ball and a strike. And as I was telling Roosevelt Athletic Director Charles Zanders, it's exciting for Roosevelt to be able to build that. And I know we look at Des Moines schools as our rivals, but we're also kind of in this together. We're all leaving the CIML practically after today to go to the Iowa Lions Conference. A pitch that was high and then popped higher, foul back and out of play. And the count 1-2. And so it's good to see Roosevelt getting some improved facilities. And I know that Charles Zanders has been working hard ever since he took over the AD job to improve things here at Roosevelt, and he's making a lot of progress. That pitch upstairs to Espeland, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on for the Rough Riders here in the bottom of the first. The 2-2 pitch to Espeland. Ground ball foul, third base side. We'll do it again. Espeland does strike out some, 29 strikeouts in 101 at-bats. In fact, he's struck out more than any other hitter for the Rough Riders. Battle of sophomores here, the 2-2 from Rominger. Just off the plate inside, 3-2. The right fielder, Tanner Short, on deck. Three balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch. One hop liner to Short, and Carter can't field it cleanly. He picks it up, but the throw not in time. And that'll be a 1-out error. And that has been an issue for Ottumwa. As we mentioned it in the pregame, the Bulldogs 5 errors in each of their last 2 games, and an error here gives Roosevelt a 1-out base runner. For the number 3 hitter, Tanner Short, the senior hitting an even .400, 3 home runs, and a team-high 45 RBI. Espeland down at first will run. He's 15 for 16 on the season in stolen base tries. A little harder to run with the lefty on the mound. Rominger comes set, looks at him, and the pitch. Letter high strike, 0-1. One on, 1 out here in the bottom of the first for the Rough Riders. No score. And the pitch. Sails up and away, 1-1 to Tanner Short. Tanner Short was the only man to get a hit off Tanner Shark in Game 1 of the doubleheader between these two teams up at John Hart Stadium. Ottumwa won that game 1-0 in 8 innings. Bulldogs swept that doubleheader with 2 one-run wins. And I say John Hart Stadium. Technically, that was the day before the ceremony that named it John Hart Stadium. Still just Legion Memorial Field that night. 1-1 to Short. The pitch. Pop up, right side, underneath it is Griner. Adam staggers, but not Griner, Tanner Shark. Staggers, but makes the catch for out number 2. That'll bring up the DH Andrew Swanda. First left-handed hitter we've seen for the Rough Riders. Swanda's a sophomore hitting .340, a home run, and 20 driven in. Runner at first and 2 down here in the bottom of the first for Roosevelt. We have no score early in Game 1. First pitch. That's driven to left center field, and that's down and up against the fence. Around third on his way home is Espeland, And he will score without a throw on the RBI double by Swanda. It's 1-0 Roosevelt. And the early error comes back to haunt Ottumwa here in the first inning.
Up to bat, number 16, Dom Wade.
That brings up Dominic Wade, the third baseman. Junior hitting .345 with 25 RBI. Rominger looks back at second, and the pitch. And that's popped up third base side, down the line. Griner heading back. He's underneath it, and some miscommunication there, called off, I think, by Thompson, but then the ball lands between Thompson and the left fielder, Miles Sainer. And Wade gets new life with an 0-1 count. For a moment, Griner stopped. I thought he was settling underneath it. Then he gave up on it, turned to look behind him. And I'm not sure whether Thompson thought Sainer had it or Sainer thought Thompson had it, but it fell between them. Really, that ball is not Griner's ball. As that pitch is grounded to third, and Adam can't field it cleanly. Runner safe first and third. Another error, second error of the inning, third defensive miscue. Runners on the corners for Spencer DeMarco. DeMarco hitting .271. He's driven in 17. Well, Ottumwa has booted 2 grounders in this inning. One of those has already come around to score. Runners on the corners and 2 out. Javen's pitch, high and away, ball 1. Wade down at first, 10 steals in 14 tries. Again, not getting as big of a lead with the left-hander on the mound. 1-0 the count to DeMarco. The pitch, popped up foul and out of play. And the count evens at a ball and a strike. Rominger trying to get out of the inning with minimal damage. Trailing 1-0. Roosevelt trying to add to it, runners on the corners. 2 down. The 1-1. There's a fly ball to left. Sainer should be there. Settles under it, makes the catch to retire the side. 1 run, 1 hit, 2 errors, and 2 left. We go to the second inning. Ottumwa down 1-0 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the second, second inning at Ottumwa High Baseball, brought to you by Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive for 24/7 emergency plumbing services, including nights, holidays, and weekends. Roto-Rooter Ottumwa, your specialist in plumbing and water cleanup. By Bridge City Realty, whether you're looking to buy your next home or sell your current property, they'll be with you every step of the way. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's trusted experts. And by Community First Credit Union, because together is better. Check them out at cfirstcreditunion.com. Ottumwa trailing Roosevelt 1-0 as the Bulldogs come to bat here in the top of the second. It'll be Javen Rominger, Tucker Long, and Braylon Griffiths to face the right-hander Shea Stickle. Rominger hitting .253. He's driven in 18. An on-base percentage of .377. The Bulldogs have drawn a ton of walks this year. 190, including Griner's walk in the first inning. But so far, that's Ottumwa's only base runner. First pitch to Javen. Inside, ball one. The wind by Stickle on the 1-0. Outside 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Pitcher to pitcher here. And the next offering, line into center field. That is down for a base hit. And the center fielder, Pullman, can't cut it off. That's going to roll out to the warning track. And pulling into second base is Javen Rominger. So we should get a courtesy runner here for Javen. And that'll be Luke Gravy. I think we'll put that down as a double. Pullman never got leather on it. He tried to backhand it as it rolled past him. So here is Tucker Long. Just out of 8th grade, of course. Hitting .299, 21 batted in. Boy, he was under 200 good portion of the first part of the season. One more hit, he'll be over 300. So Gravy at second and nobody out. Ottumwa down a run, but a double to start the inning. First pitch, bunt at third base side, very good bunt. Charging, fielding, throwing on the run, not in time as Wade was unable to get to that ball in time. I'm kind of surprised he was playing back. That was a bunt situation, and Long will get a single out of it. His average is over 300 now. Runners on the corners, nobody out. And here is Braylon Griffiths. Runners on the corners, throw to first and Long back in safely. Tucker has 8 steals and 11 tries. Griffiths on the season, hitting .254 with 14 batted in. First pitch on the outside corner for a called strike. You know, thanks to both the online video streaming and the radio streaming, we get listeners from anywhere in the country, maybe anywhere in the world. And right now in Mokina, Illinois, a certain Michaela Marie Carls is tuning in. So I want to say hi, Michaela. That's my niece, by the way. The pitch, swing and a miss, and a breaking ball, and Griffiths down on the count 0-2. Infield is back for Roosevelt. They'd trade a run for an out here, maybe even a double play. So all Braylon needs to do is put the ball in play on the ground, and we can get the tying run home. Down 1-0 here, top second, but runners on the corners, nobody out. The 0-2. Sails over his head, runner goes, the throw down to second. Now the runner coming home, the throw to the plate, not in time. Double steal works, and Ottumwa's tied the game at 1 as Gravy steals home. And Long steals second. The shortstop, Morris, cut in front of the bag to try to throw that ball home, but Ottumwa too quick. You can give Luke Gravy his 14th steal and give Tucker his 9th. Now 1-2 to Braylon. Good breaking ball called, strike 3, and he knew it, out number 1. That'll bring up the DH Dalton Dowd. Dowd hitting .306, and he's driven in 11. Runner in scoring position and 1 away. The pitch. Bunted, but foul. He was trying to bunt at third base side, 0-1. And the third baseman, Wade, was back again. Now he will play at least even with the bag. First baseman, Bennett, is way in. I'm not sure Dalton will try to lay another one down here, though. We'll see. The 0-1. Swings away, and he swings and misses at a curveball, 0-2. And Bennett, the first baseman, you got to think his heart was in his mouth there as Dalton took a big cut at that. A slow pitch and a left-handed hitter, and you're standing 70 feet from him on the grass. Scary moment for Walker Bennett. Here's the 0-2. Way outside to Dalton, 1-2. Rominger doubled to start the inning. Luke Gravy, his courtesy runner, went to third on the bunt single by Long. They scored it. They scored Gravy on a double steal. Now a pitch low and away to Dowd, 2-2. Griffith struck out. Dowd with a 2-2 count. Lucas Barnes on deck. Runner at second, 1 down. And Ottumwa's tied this game at 1. The 2-2, low and in, 3-2. Ottumwa's making Shea Stickle work in this heat. 19 pitches in the first inning. 13 already here in the second inning with only one out. Now the 3-2. On the outside corner, called strike three. Dowd thought he'd drawn a walk, but it is the third strikeout for Stickle. And the batter is Lucas Barnes, the number 9 hitter.
Now batting number 22, Lucas
Barnes hitting .211. He's driven in 19. Tucker Long still at second with 2 away. Game tied at 1 here in the top of the second. Stickle in the stretch. The right-hander's pitch. Swing and a miss. Barnes fooled on a pitch in the dirt, 0-1. Tucker has pretty good speed out at second. Any base hit to the outfield likely to get him home. Now the 0-1. Up and away, 1 ball, 1 strike. Outfield more or less straight away. One and one to Barnes. The pitch in the dirt. Good stop by the catcher Herman. 2-1 to Lucas. Stickle comes set. The 2-2 to Barnes. Or the 2-1 to Barnes, swing and a miss. Now it's 2-2. Boy, just off-speed pitch after off-speed pitch. Two balls, 2 strikes. Barnes is ready. Runner starts and stops, and now Long hustles back to second before somebody can cover the bag, and Stickle has to hang on to the ball. Tucker was trying to steal third, but he started too early. Got back, though. Still 2-2. The pitch. Inside corner called strike three, and Stickle strikes out the side, all looking, but Ottumwa gets a run on 2 hits. They leave 1. After 1.5, we're tied at 1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the second inning, Bulldog Baseball brought to you by Mike and the team at Mike's Pizza, Ottumwa's favorite place to eat. By Family First Chiropractic, West 2nd Street, Ottumwa, delivering an elevated level of holistic care for the entire family. And by Josh, Brenda, and the team at Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home. Ottumwa 1, Des Moines Roosevelt 1, as the Roughriders come to bat here in the bottom of the second inning. 7, 8, and 9 due up for Roosevelt, Sonny Herman, Walker Bennett, and Jaden Morris. Sonny Herman, the sophomore catcher, he's hitting .348. He's driven in 14. Only 46 at-bats for him on the season, or less than half of what the team leaders have. Right-handed batter, wears number 1. Javen Rominger's first pitch to Herman is pop foul out of play for strike 1. Javen allowed an unearned run on a hit and 2 errors in the first inning. The left-hander's 0-1 here. In the dirt, 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, we can't say it enough. It is hot. 98 degrees, a heat index of 108 at first pitch. The 1-1, fouled straight back to the screen. That almost came right at our camera. Count is 1-2. Now, Annie never saw that because she's under two umbrellas here, one over her head, one over the streaming computer, but that ball was pretty much right at her. Good thing for you there was a fence in the way. Now the 1-2. And that slipped out of Javen's hand. A breaking ball sailed high over everybody's head to the backstop. Count even at 2-2. Two balls, two strikes. Javen's pitch fouled off to the right and out of play. We'll do it again at 2-2. Game tied at 1 here in the bottom of the second. The 2-2 pitch. Late swing and a soft liner through the whole right side for a base hit. So a leadoff single for the catcher, Herman. That'll bring up Walker Bennett, the first baseman. Bennett hitting .240 with 2 home runs, 18 driven in. We'll get a courtesy runner here for the catcher. And that'll be number 11, Davin Maher-Wyden. So the leadoff man on for Roosevelt, and Bennett bunts it foul back behind him for strike 1. Walker Bennett not credited with a sacrifice so far this season, trying to lay one down here. Number 8 hitter in the lineup. Shark holding courtesy runner Maher-Wyden on at first. That pitch lined, caught by Griner. Throwback to first, double play. Bennett hit it hard, but Griner playing in snagged it. And Maher-Wyden, the courtesy runner, got too far off the bag, 2 out and nobody on. That brings up the number 9 hitter, Jaden Morris. Senior hitting .289, 2 home runs, 38 runs batted in. Javen's pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Well, that's baseball for you. The softly hit line drive gets through for a base hit, and then the screaming line drive is caught and turned into a double play. The 0-1 from Rominger, big breaking ball. Too far inside. Count evens at 1-1. Javen gets the sign from Cam Maneri. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 out and nobody on here in the second inning for Roosevelt. Game tied at 1. On a hot afternoon in the capital city. Now the 1-2 pitch. Inside with a fastball, 2-2. Rominger from the windup. The left-hander is 2-2. Down and in, 3-2. Top of the order, Shea Stickle on deck. Three balls, 2 strikes. Rominger winds in the payoff. Popped up to right center, shallow, racing in and making the catch is the center fielder, Lucas Barnes, to retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, nobody left. After 2, we're all tied at 1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
If you've got more to do than time to do it, you deserve some hard-working help. Introducing the all-electric Ranger XP Kinetic, the most powerful utility side-by-side ever made. With an advanced electric drivetrain, lithium-ion batteries, and remarkably quiet operation. Now the world's hardest working people have a revolutionary choice in how jobs get done. Ranger XP Kinetic.
Slayton Polaris, located 8 miles south and west of Pulaski. You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the third inning, Ottumwa High Baseball, brought to you by Reflection Studio next to New Care Pharmacy in downtown Ottumwa. Looking good doesn't happen by chance, it happens by appointment with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. By Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic, your local pediatric provider. Mercy One Ottumwa, your best life, our one purpose. Visit mercyone.org. And by Lisco, Southeast Iowa's leader in fiber optic telecommunications, Lisco of Fairfield. Ottumwa 1, Des Moines Roosevelt 1, as the Bulldogs come to bat in the top of the third with the top of the order. Miles Sainer, Carter Thompson, and Adam Greiner. Sainer grounded to short his first time up. Shea Stickles' first pitch. Letter high strike, 0-1. The 0-1 is in there for a strike, 0-2. Sainer trying to protect the plate now. The 0-2 to Miles. Downstairs, 1-2. Stickles shakes off his catcher. Herman now has the sign he wants. The 1-2. Liner, diving catch by the third baseman Dominic Wade for out number 1, and he may have taken a double away from Miles Sainer. A low liner over towards the line and a diving backhanded catch. Nice play. One down for Carter Thompson, who grounded out to first his first time up. First pitch to Carter misses for ball 1. The wind in the next offering, check swing, low and away, appeal, and no swing. And the count is 2-0 on Thompson. Or did he say strike? Hard for me to see the first base umpire from here, and apparently he said Carter went around, so the count even at 1-1. That pitch popped up foul right side over towards the Ottumwa dugout. The pitcher, Stickle, gives way to the first baseman, Bennett, who makes the catch for out number 2. Here's Adam Greiner, who walked his first time up. Good group of Ottumwa fans have made the drive up to Des Moines to watch the final regular season doubleheader today. Hoping to see Ottumwa capture an outright conference title. Bulldogs already have the tie clinched. So we know for a fact that there'll be a CIML Metro Conference baseball trophy headed to Ottumwa High. There'll be a softball one as well. The question today is whether or not Roosevelt will also earn one, or if Ottumwa will have the only trophy all to itself. Tied at 1 here in the top of the third. First pitch to Adam, way outside ball 1. And all Ottumwa has to do is win one of these games. Now, they were in the same situation last year and lost 2 at home to Roosevelt. Here's the 1-0. That's on the outside corner for a called strike. One and 1 to Greiner. The next offering. Swing and a fly ball to center. He got under it. Coming in is Pullman, the center fielder, shielding his eyes and making the catch to retire the side. Ottumwa goes down in order. We go to the bottom of the third, tied at 1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Of the third inning, Bulldog baseball, brought to you by Lee's Photography at Ottumwa, capturing all the special moments in your life, such as weddings, sports, senior photos, family portraits, and more. Lee's Photography on East 2nd Street, across from the Courier in Ottumwa, capturing memories to last a lifetime. And by Citizens Mutual in Bloomfield, your premium broadband provider expanding into Wapello County. Please go to findmyfiber.mycmtech.com to express interest in fiber internet at your home. Ottumwa 1, Roosevelt 1 as the Roughriders come to bat here in the bottom of the third inning. Game 1 of our season-ending CIML Metro Conference doubleheader. And of course, this will be the last time both of these teams compete in a CIML Metro Conference game. I don't know what the CIML will call its divisions in the fall. We will not be part of it, of course, as Ottumwa and all the Des Moines schools are helping to form the new Iowa Alliance Conference. Shea Stickle leads it off for Roosevelt. He flew out to right his first time up. Top of the order here for the Riders. Javen Rominger's pitch. Down and in, ball 1. Roosevelt got an unearned run in the first, an error, and then an RBI double. Ottumwa got their run in the second, a double, a bunt single, and a double steal. That pitch hit high in the air, deep to left, but well foul. And the count even at a ball and a strike. Roosevelt is a fly ball team. And why wouldn't you be when it's only 310 down your left field line, but you got to get it over about a 20-foot high fence. The 1-1 from Javen. Upstairs, 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Rominger's pitch. Downstairs, 3-1. Three and one count for Stickle, pitcher to pitcher, and the offering. It hits him. Came inside, got him on the arm. So for the second straight inning, Roosevelt has a leadoff hitter on. Now in the second inning, they lined into a double play out of it. Here's Jake Espelin, who reached on an error and scored the Roosevelt run in the first inning. Stickle at first, 28 steals in 30 tries. Now again, he's trying to run on a lefty here, which is harder to do if he does indeed take off. Rominger will throw to first, not his best move, a low throw, but Shark digs it out. Stickle back in safely. Roosevelt, of course, not going to use a courtesy runner when their pitcher is their best base runner. Runner goes. Pitch is grounded left side. Nice backhand stop by Thompson. Long throw across. Not in time, and it gets away. Stickles around third. He'll stop there. And runners on the corners with nobody out. I don't think there's an error on that play. The ball bounced right back to Shark, and Stickle was already heading to third on the throw. So it's an infield hit for Espelin. That throw wasn't going to get him anyway, I don't think. And here is Tanner Shirt, who popped out to first his first time up. Game tied at 1, but the Rough Riders runners on the corners and nobody out. The pitch. Ground ball sharply foul off the fence in front of the Roosevelt dugout, third base side, 0-1. No balls and a strike to short. Infield back for Ottumwa. They'd trade a run for a double play here. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Good breaking ball. Fooled him 0-2. A strikeout is the ideal result here for Rominger. Runners on the corners and nobody out. A pop-up works just as well. Oh and 2. The pitch. Fly ball to center, not that deep. Racing out is long, and he can't get it. It's a bloop single. Stickle scores, and it's 2-1 Roosevelt. Tucker Long did everything he could to get to that shallow fly ball in right center, and Lucas Barnes on his horse couldn't get there. So a hit batter, an infield hit, and a bloop single, and Roosevelt has the lead again. First and second, still nobody out for Andrew Swanda, who hit an RBI double his first time up. Ottumwa's got to find a way to get a couple of outs here and try to stem this tide. One run doesn't kill you right now, but you don't want to give up a big inning. First and second, nobody out. Bunted at third base side foul. That ball came way in on him, and Swanda tried to bunt it anyway, 0-1. See how Ottumwa wants to play this. Shark is in at first. Griner about even with the bag at third. Thompson, the shortstop, trying to keep Espelin close at second. 0-1 to Swanda. The pitch. Swings away, swings and misses. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Again, Rominger could really use a K here. The pitch. High, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes to the Roosevelt DH, Andrew Swanda. A look back at second by Javen. The pitch. Breaking ball hit high in the air to right center, racing in, and it drops between Griffiths and Barnes, and all runners move up. Bases loaded. Another bloop hit for Roosevelt. And they're loaded for Dominic Wade, who reached on an error his first time up. Rominger's got to be a little frustrated right now. A hit batter and then an infield hit and 2 bloop singles. A run home, bases loaded, nobody out. Infield coming in for Ottumwa. Middle infield halfway. Corner infielders even with the bag. The pitch, a little bit high, ball 1. Got to throw strikes here, no place to put him. Want to know the count to Dominic Wade. Lefty to righty, the pitch. Check swing foul off to the right, out of play. Count evens at a ball and a strike. Ground ball to first or third, you're coming home with it. Ground ball to second or short might try to turn a normal double play. You'd give up a run, but Ottumwa would take that for 2 outs right here. Trailing 2-1, bases loaded, nobody out. The 1-1. Sails up and away, 2-1. Time called, and Roosevelt head coach Randy Wee is out to talk to the base umpire. Not sure what this is about. If I had to hazard a guess, he might be complaining about something that Rominger's doing. I don't know what it would be. Maybe trying to plant a bug in that base umpire's ear to watch for a potential balk. So if I'm Javen right now, I'm thinking, okay, I got to be careful. Rominger is pitching from the windup with the bases loaded. The 2-1. Down and in, 3-1, and now no more margin for error here. Ball 4 would walk in a run. 3 balls and a strike, a hitter's count for Dominic Wade. Javen needs his best pitch right here, the 3-1. Right in there for a strike, 3-2. And now he needs another best pitch. 3-2, nobody out. Bases loaded, a run home. Roosevelt leading 2-1. The 3-2. Fouled straight back, will do it again. Still 3-2 to Javen Rominger. Again, the 3-2. High ball 4, and it's 3-1. Still nobody out. Espelin scores, short to third, Swana to second. And here's the left fielder, Spencer DeMarco, who flew out to left his first time up.
21, Spencer DeMarco.
Come on, Spencer.
Luke Gomad out to talk to Javen Rominger. A hit batter, an infield single, 2 bloop singles, and a walk. Rominger probably feeling a little snake bit right now. 2 runs home, still nobody out. But right now you just got to find a way to get an out. Long way to go in this one. We're only in the bottom of the third, but you don't find a way to lock this one down. Roosevelt could put this game out of sight. Again, they've got one of their best pitchers on the mound in Shea Stickle. You don't want to get much more behind than this. First pitch to DeMarco. Up high, ball 1. Rominger winds and delivers. And a foul straight back, evens the count at a ball and a strike. Three runs on 5 hits now for Roosevelt. No errors for the Roughriders. 1 run, 2 hits, 2 errors so far for Ottumwa. The pitch, pop foul back and out of play again, 1-2. Well, Rominger has gotten to 2 strikes now in each of the last 4 hitters, but he's been unable to put them away. Short and Swan hit bloop singles. Wade walked. Now 1-2 to DeMarco. The lefty rocks and fires, and a swing and a missed strike 3. It's in the dirt, but the runners won't advance with less than 2 out. The batter is out, and that is a big first out for Javen Rominger. A strikeout brought to you by Sonic Drive-In in Ottumwa. 1 down for Sonny Herman, who singled his first time up.
Now batting number 1, Sonny Herman.
Rominger winds and delivers. And a ground ball left side through the whole base hit. 1 run is in. They will hold the next runner at third. Ball bobbled out there by Sainer, but the runner had already stopped. RBI single for Herman, and it is 4-1. Short scores. Swan to third. Wade to second. Walker Bennett the batter. And once again, we will see Davin Maher-Wyden, courtesy runner for the catcher Herman.
Bat number 6, Walker Bennett.
Walker Bennett lined into a double play his first time up. Javen's pitch, way outside, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. The next pitch. I guess low. Look good from here. 2-0 the count. Jabin's 2-0 to Bennett. On the inside corner for a called strike, 2-1. Roosevelt 3 runs home in the inning, bases loaded, only 1 out. They lead 4-1. Now the 2-1. Downstairs 3-1. Would appear that we can't see the Ottumwa bullpen from here, but I can see somebody coming back into the dugout. I think they've had somebody warming. Couldn't tell you who it is. The 3-1. Swing and a foul ball slowly to the right. Count is full, 3-2. Bases loaded, 1 out. Jaden Morris, the number 9 hitter, on deck. And with a full count, John Yeager is out of the dugout. To talk to Javen Rominger, and that's going to be all for his left-hander. It's a call to the bullpen in the middle of an at-bat here. A.J. Guest will come on in relief. We'll take 30 seconds and tell you about the new Ottumwa pitcher after this on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hello, this is Lisa Bittner, Clinic Manager with Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine. We specialize in pediatrics to geriatrics, internal medicine, and family practice, basically from babies to grandparents. We are here for you. We want to be your primary care provider. Call us at 641-683-0800 to schedule an appointment. Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic, 522 North Hancock Street in Ottumwa. Your best life, our one purpose. Visit mercyone.org.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa pitcher, right-hander A.J. Guest, the junior, making his 6th appearance. He has 3 starts. He's 0-1 with an 8.62 ERA. 13 innings pitched, 15 hits allowed, 19 runs, 16 of them earned, 9 walks, 8 hit batters, 4 strikeouts. Opponents hitting only .205 against him. And while I'm not sure, 100% sure why John Yeager took Javen Rominger out in the middle of an at-bat, I can't fathom a guess, and the guess has to do with pitch count, and I'm going to do a little research here as time allows and look up the pitch count rules and have a better explanation for you. Once I confirm my suspicions. Full count to Walker Bennett. Bases loaded, 1 out. The pitch, swing and a miss, but it gets behind him. The batter is out, but the pitch goes to the backstop. A run scores, and it is 5-1. So Guest gets the strikeout, but the ball gets away. Swanda scores on the wild pitch. Wade to third, Herman to second. Because there was a runner at first, Bennett cannot go to first. He's out for out number 2. First strikeout for Guest, brought to you by Sonic Drive-In in Ottumwa. I think that belongs to Guest. At any rate, here's Jaden Morris, who flew out his first time up. First pitch. Big slow breaking ball up high, 1-0. Guess the right-hander, working from the windup with runners on second and third. That pitch popped up. Who wants it? The catcher, Maneri, drops it. A run scores, and racing all the way to second is Morris. The third Ottumwa error, and that one hurts as the inning would have been over. Wade scores. Maher widened the courtesy runner to third.
Now batting number 8, Shea.
Morris to second, 6-1. And the Rough Riders have batted around. Top of the order, Shea Stickle, who started this inning, being hit by a pitch. First pitch, inside, ball one. Boy, Morris, the runner at second, took off like he was going to steal third and then realized they have a runner at third. He had to stop. The courtesy runner, Maher Wyden at third. Morris at second. Now the 1-0. Ground ball to short. Thompson's got it. Throw to first. And Shark kept his foot on the bag. The inning is finally over. But Roosevelt gets 5 runs on 4 hits, an error, and they leave 2. We go to the 4th. Ottumwa down 6-1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the 4th inning, and Ottumwa's got a lot of work to do if they want to win game 1 here at Roosevelt. They now trail 6-1 in an inning that never had a big blow, but the Rough Riders scored 5 runs. A hit batter, an infield single, 2 bloop singles, a walk, a strikeout, a ground ball base hit, a strikeout where a wild pitch scored a run, an error to score the 5th run, and finally a ground out. Roosevelt didn't hit a ball hard the entire inning, but they scored 5 runs. Now, as to the reason that Javen Rominger was taken out of the game, with a full count and 1 out in the bottom of the 3rd, the reason is the pitch count. He had reached 65 pitches. And for Rominger to be eligible to pitch on Friday in the first round of the playoffs, he couldn't throw more than 65. Tanner Shark leads it off, struck out his first time up, takes a pitch outside from Shea Stickle, ball 1. If you throw between 41 and 65 pitches in a day, you have to have 2 days of rest before you can return. And Shea Stickle throws a breaking ball strike to Shark, 1-1. So Rominger stopped at 65 pitches. That means if he's needed, he could pitch Friday night in Indianola in the first round of the sub-state playoffs. The 1-1 to Shark, inside, 2-1. The 2-1 pitch, a swing and a miss, 2-2. Two and two to Tanner Shark. Leading off the top of the 4th in a game, Ottumwa trails 6-1. Now the 2-2. Up high, 3-2. Stickles shakes off. Now he has a sign he wants, the 3-2. Chopper foul off to the right. We'll do it again. In case you're wondering, Stickle is at 54 pitches. Now, Roosevelt has 3 starting pitchers. You look at their numbers, you think any of them could start their first-round playoff game Friday here at home against Norwalk. Stickle, by the numbers, would be one of them. Jaden Morris, their shortstop, has very good numbers, as does Dominic Wade, their third baseman. The 3-2 is outside, ball 4, and Shark draws a leadoff walk, brought to you by Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance in Ottumwa. Second walk for Stickle, and that brings up Javen Rominger, who doubled, and that courtesy runner for him scored. So Javen is still in the game, or perhaps he's been reinserted momentarily to bat. Runner on first, nobody out. Pitches outside to Javen. Ball one. Now, if you're wondering if Roosevelt is thinking the same way with Stickle in his pitch count, he's now thrown 56 pitches. His 57th is fouled back and out of play, 1-1. And now time called as Stickle, the pitcher, is trying to stretch something out. He may have hurt himself on that last delivery. And he's left his glove behind and he's jogging off the field. And he's asking for water. It may be some kind of cramp. Again, 98 degrees, heat index of 108 at first pitch. He jogged into foul territory, didn't leave the field entirely, and now he's gulping down a bottle of water. Left his glove out there, makes you think he wants to come back. He'll walk back to the mound. Now, Randy Wee, the Roosevelt head coach, walks over to talk to John Yeager, who's coaching third base for Ottumwa. You would think Roosevelt would be careful with him. They're going to need him if they want to make a playoff run. Don't know if... Again, we'll find out in a few pitches whether or not he's in their Game 1 plans or not. If he goes over 65 pitches, he can't pitch on Friday for them. Rominger swings and misses, swung through a high fastball, 1-2. Shark at first, nobody out. Top fourth, Ottumwa down 6-1. The 1-2. Pop foul back and out of play. We'll do it again. One ball, two strikes. Rominger trying to help his own cause, even though he's no longer pitching. There's a pickoff throw that gets away. Shark racing for second. He'll hold on there. Again, not a lot of foul territory, not like back home where a bad pickoff throw gets you two bases. But Tanner to second on the error by Stickle. Now he's in scoring position with nobody out. Javen with a 1-2 count. Stickle from the stretch. And the pitch. Breaking ball called strike three. And there's one down. Strikeout number 5 for Stickle, and the batter Tucker Long, who had a bunt single his first time up. Stickle's at 60 pitches. His head coach Randy Wee's out to the mound. And I think between maybe wanting to have him available for Friday and the fact that he was battling some kind of strain or cramp, that's going to be all for Stickle. So both teams pulling their starting pitchers before the pitch count gets too high to use on Friday. And you see where the influence of the upcoming playoff game matters to both teams, even though at least a share of the conference title's on the line. So it's a call to the bullpen for Roosevelt. We'll tell you about the new pitcher after this on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Performance Pipe in Bloomfield is hiring. They have 3 classifications open for hire: molding operators, a molding setup, and a maintenance position. Performance Pipe offers a competitive benefit package including medical, life insurance, pension plan, 401k, paid vacation, and holidays. Applicants must be 18 years or older, have a high school diploma or GED, and a valid driver's license. To apply, go to cpchem.com. Click Careers, type in Bloomfield to see the details of each job and apply for the one that best suits you. Or Google Performance Pipe in Bloomfield and ask for D. Chevron Phillips Chemical Company is an equal opportunity affirmative action employer.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High Baseball on KBIZ. This is interesting. Roosevelt's new pitcher is their shortstop, Jaden Morris. And this is the pitcher that, looking at the numbers and the innings pitched and talking to the Ottumwa coaches, Many believe this is the young man who might start, and some people think should start for Roosevelt Friday in the first round of their sub-state playoff bracket. Morris has made 10 starts. This will be his second relief appearance. He's 5-2 with a 1.69 ERA, 49 2/3 innings pitched, 45 hits allowed, 19 runs, 12 of them earned. Little Wild, 23 walks, 4 hit batters, but 78 strikeouts in 49 2/3 innings, and opponents hitting .233 against him. Now, just because he's pitching here doesn't mean he won't pitch Friday for Roosevelt. He just can't go over 65 pitches. Comes on in relief for Shea Stickle, who had thrown 60 pitches in 3 1/3 innings. First batter that Morris will face is Tucker Long. And Long bunts at it and misses 0-1. Tanner Shark at second. With one away. Somewhat down 6-1 here in the top of the fourth. Righty to lefty, the 0-1. Up high, 1 ball, 1 strike. Evan Smithson appears to be the new shortstop. That pitch, an inside corner strike to Long, 1-2. Yep, that's number 12 out at shortstop. One ball, 2 strikes. Morris, a hard-throwing right-hander, shaking off a couple of signs. Now gets the one he wants. The 1-2. Outside with a fastball, 2-2. Somewhat down 6-1. Got a man in scoring position here in the top of the fourth with 1 down. The 2-2 to Long. Chopper third base side, charging it is Bennett. Throw to first in time, throw back to third, not in time. As Shark advances to third on the throw. That was Wade throwing to Bennett. Bennett's throw back to third, not in time. So 2 down, Shark to third. Shark walked, went to second on a bad pickoff throw by Stickle. Now goes to third on the ground up by Long. 2 down for Braylon Griffiths, called out on strikes his first time up. Morris to the windup with the man on third, and a curveball in there for a strike, 0-1. Now the 0-1 pitch, low, 1 ball, 1 strike. The other interesting thing about Morris coming in this game is that probably means he's not starting game 2. And Roosevelt's used its 2 top pitchers in this game. Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball in there for a strike, 1-2. Boy, you can see the stuff from Morris, and if you're watching on the live video, you probably got a good look at it there. You can see why he's struck out 78 so far this year. That pitch swung on and foul tipped into the mid, strike 3, make it 79. No runs, no hits, a walk in air, and a man left to go to the bottom of the fourth. Ottumwa down 6-1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi everyone, this is Karina Drummond with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. We are a full-service salon offering hair, nail, brow, lash, facial, and waxing services. We also handle weddings, proms, and other large events with multiple person makeover sessions, so contact us early to get booked for your next event. We thank all of our loyal customers for your patronage and invite all newcomers to join our salon family. And remember, looking good doesn't happen by chance, it happens by appointment with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. Like Reflection Studio on Facebook and visit reflectionstudio.com. That's Reflections with a Z.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the fourth inning. Des Moines Roosevelt 6, Ottumwa 1. Game 1 of our afternoon scorching hot doubleheader here in Des Moines. Bulldogs will go back to the bullpen, and this time they'll call on junior right-hander Jared Mitchell. Jared making his 8th appearance. 4 of those are starts. He's 2-2 with a 5.40 ERA, 23 in the third innings pitched, 19 hits allowed, 24 runs, 18 earned. He's been wild, 15 walks, 9 hit batters, 19 strikeouts. Opponents hitting 158 against him. So what Ottumwa's done here, they brought in A.J. Guest just to get the final 2 outs of the third inning, and A.J. did his job. 2 inherited runs scored, but one of those scored on a strikeout where the ball got away, and the other one scored on a drop pop-up for an error. So A.J. Guest went 2/3 of an inning, didn't allow any runs or hits, didn't have any walks or strikeouts. He only threw 5 pitches. And now Jared Mitchell will face 2, 3, and 4 in the Roosevelt order, Espelin, Short, and Swanda. Jake Espelin has reached on an error and singled. He scored twice. And that pitch comes in and hits him. We mentioned that Mitchell's been a little bit wild. And that is the 10th hit batter he's had this year. So for the third inning in a row, the leadoff man is on for the Rough Riders, and the batter is Tanner Short, who has popped out and hit an RBI single. Jared comes set. The pitch. Up and in, ball 1. Boy, that buzzed the tower. And that pitch hit down the left field line. That's a fair ball rolling into the corner. Getting it quickly is Sainer, fires it back in, but that'll be a double for Tanner Short. Runners at second and third, nobody out. Ottumwa already down 6-1, and Roosevelt looking to make it an even bigger lead. Here is Swanda. Left-handed batter has hit a double and a single. He's driven in a run. He's scored a run. The pitch, breaking ball fouled off to the left, 0-1. Mitchell from the stretch. Comes set. And the 0-1 low and away, 1 ball, 1 strike. They hit batter and a double to start. Excuse me, to start this inning. Now the 1-1. Outside 2-1. Espelin at third, Short at second. Cleat man Swanda at the plate. The 2-1. Way outside 3-1. Jared Mitchell's best outing was that win over South Winneshiek back in the middle of June. June 18th to be exact. That pitch, a strike on the outside corner, 3-2. Jared allowed just 1 run on 5 hits in 5 innings in that 11-1 victory. The 3-2, hit in the air to left over towards the line. Sainer, a long run, a dive, and he makes the catch. Great diving catch by Miles Sainer. Scoring on the sac fly is Espelin, and it's 7-1, but what a catch by Miles Sainer. Ottumwa appealed to third to see if Espelin left early. They rule he did not. Or now they'll run the appeal. And no, he did not.
Now batting number 16, Dom Wade.
So here is Dominic Wade, who's reached on an error and walked. He's scored a run. Roosevelt a run in the first, an unearned run. Ottumwa tied it with a run in the second, and then Roosevelt broke it open with 5 in the third. They've scored once here in the fourth. Runner on second, 1 out. They're up 7-1. And a breaking ball strike to Wade, 0-1. Jared Mitchell comes set. Runner dances away from second. Mitchell looks him back. Now the pitch skied in the air to center. Settling under it is Barnes. Runner tags. Catch is made. And it's a bluff as the throw comes into third. Good throw by Lucas Barnes, right on the money. Staying at second wisely is Tanner Short, and there's 2 down. Now here's Spencer DeMarco, who has flied to left and struck out.
Now batting number 12, Bo Gostomski.
Oh, pardon me. This is the young man who came in at shortstop, and the name announced is different than the number 12 we have on the roster. First pitch, inside corner strike, 0-1. Oh, there are 2 12s on the roster. This is Bo Gostomski. Okay. Mitchell's 0-1. Ground ball up the middle to his left. Thompson slides, and he can't field it cleanly. That'll be an infield hit for Gostomski. The bases are loaded. And the batter is the catcher, Sonny Herman. Thompson, a sliding stop to his left, had the ball up in his body. When he tried to rise to his feet to make a throw, it slipped out. That's got to be a hit. And now Mitchell to Herman, who's 2 for 2. There's a fly ball to left center, pretty well hit. Going back, and that's in the gap all the way to the fence. 2 runs will come home. Herman stops, now he's going for 3. Here's a throw to third, and in safely as that throw short-hopped Griner, and he could only knock it down. A 2-run triple for Sonny Herman, and it is 9-1.
Courtesy runner number 11, David Maher-White.
And David Maher-White, and again, will be the courtesy runner here. For Herman. 3rd inning in a row for him. Here's Walker Bennett, the first baseman, who's lined out and struck out, and he takes a strike, 0-1. Well, now all of a sudden, Ottumwa's down 9-1 in the 4th inning, and a runner at third. Bulldogs are getting close to being 10-run here in game 1. Pitch inside, and the count even at a ball and a strike. One and 1 the count to Bennett. 3 runs home in the inning. Roosevelt ahead 9-1. The pitch. In the dirt, good stop by Camineri. Count is 2-1. A hit batter, a double, a sac fly, and a great diving catch by Sainer. A fly out. And then an infield hit and a 2-run triple. Check swing, and that got the hand of Bennett. Bulldog fans thought it hit the bat, and Bennett thought it'd be fun to yell back at the Ottumwa fans. Although in defense of Bennett, he's shaking his hand. That ball hurt him.
At the bat, number 7, Jaden Morris.
That'll bring up Jaden Morris, who has flied out and reached on an error. Morris now the pitcher for Roosevelt. Runners on the corners and 2 out. Mitchell's second hit batter of the inning, his 11th of the season. And with the runner going, the pitch popped up, shallow center, Racing in is Barnes, still coming in. He's there. He makes the catch, and the side is retired. But 3 more runs score on 3 hits. There were no errors and 2 left on base. We go to the 5th. Ottumwa down 9-1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
For the 5th inning, Roosevelt up big on your Ottumwa Bulldogs. They lead 9-1 here in game 1 of our baseball doubleheader. Jaden Morris came on in relief of Shea Stickle in the 4th inning and got the last 2 outs. Trying to get the pitching line on the starter, Stickle here. Stickle went 3 1/3 innings, allowed a run on 2 hits, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts, 60 pitches. And so he is eligible to pitch for them Friday in their first-round playoff game against Norwalk. Let me give you an idea of how hot and humid it is out here. Sonny Herman, and from what I've seen, Sonny Herman is a very good catcher. He just went to throw the final warm-up pitch down to second. It slipped out of his hand and rolled slowly into foul territory, first base side. And that's nothing more than perspiration on the hand and a ball slipping out. Dalton Dowd will lead it off for Ottumwa. He struck out his first time up. That was against Stickle. First pitch from Morris is up and away, ball 1. Ottumwa down 9-1. Righty to lefty, the 1-0 to Dowd. That's in there for a strike, 1-1. Stickle peering over the glove to get the sign. Here's the 1-1. Way high, 2-1. The way he peers over that glove. We'll get to that in a moment. He's working quickly, the 2-1. Late swing and a chopper foul into the Roosevelt dugout, 2-2. They send Dowd to first. I think they've called catcher interference here. So Dowd's at first, and that'll bring up Lucas Barnes, a strikeout victim, his first time up. You don't see catcher's interference very often, and I didn't see what happened as the ball. I was watching the foul ball chop into the dugout and hoping nobody in that dugout for Roosevelt got hit. First pitch to Barnes, breaking ball dropped into the zone, 0-1. The catcher can't make contact with the any part of the swing of the batter, even the backswing, and I'm assuming that's what happened. That pitch low and away, a good stop by Herman, and the count even at a ball and a strike to Barnes. So now Morris from the stretch. Throw to first, not in time, close play. Dowd nearly got caught there. Ottumwa down 9-1, not likely to run here. Another throw over, and Dalton back a little more easily this time. Almost said a little more safely, but he was just as safe both times. It's just one play was a lot closer than the other. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hard ground ball, but right to the shortstop, Gostomski to second for 1. The relay to first in time. A 6-4-3 double play, and there's 2 down. Lucas hit it hard, but the one place you didn't want to hit it right at the shortstop. Now each team is hitting to a double play. Top of the order, Miles Sainer. Sainer 0 for 2, a ground ball to short, and then robbed on a diving catch at third of a line drive by Dominic Waite. Roosevelt's played some good defense today. First pitch, low and away, ball 1. Back to the windup again, peering over the glove like a bank robber peering over his mask, and there's a slow chopper foul to the left, count even at a ball and a strike. Doubt there's any way he's listening now after all these years, but one of my old broadcast mentors, Len Clark, from way back in my Lincoln, Nebraska days, that's how he used to describe a pitcher kind of peering over the glove to get a sign. Len Clark, if you're out there somewhere, haven't forgotten about you. Here's the 1-1. On the outside corner to Miles, 1-2. The 1-2 from Morris to Sainer. Late swing and a foul off to the right. Will do it again. Another 1-2 pitch. Up and away, 2-2. Two out, nobody on. The pitch outside with a breaking ball, 3-2. Carter Thompson on deck. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch to Sainer. Fastball called strike 3, and the inning is over. No runs, no hits, and nobody left to go to the bottom of the 5th. Ottumwa down 9-1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Are you looking for someone to capture the special moments in life, such as senior photos, weddings, family portraits, baby pictures, or even your furry friends? Look no further than Lee's Photography in Ottumwa to schedule your appointment. Brian, Connie, and the staff at Lee's Photography have the knowledge and experience to capture your special moments and make your vision come to life. Visit them on Facebook to see the range of their work. Lee's Photography on East 2nd Street, across from the Courier in Ottumwa, for all your all-around photography needs. You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Of the 5th inning, Des Moines Roosevelt 9, Ottumwa 1. Bulldog baseball on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Jared Mitchell still out there for Ottumwa. He gave up 3 runs in his first inning of work. If Roosevelt scores twice this inning, the game will end in 5 innings on the 10-run rule. And it'll be the top of the order for the Rough Riders, Stickle, Espelin, and Short. Now, I couldn't get a good look in the last half inning, but I believe when Shea Stickle left the game, he eventually went out to left field. When he left the mound, I should say.
Number 8, Shea Stickle.
Stickle has flied to right, been hit by a pitch and scored, and grounded to short. He pitched 3 1/3 innings through 60 pitches and then left the mound. So he's eligible to pitch on Friday in the first-round playoff game. Again, that's a big deal here. Both these teams playing for that conference title, but also with an eye on that playoff game Friday. Mitchell's pitch, swing and a miss, 0-1. Now, Ottumwa down 9-1 here. And also knowing that they've won a share of the conference title already and still have game 2. That pitch is outside, 1-1. Now, the Bulldogs went for the win here. They weren't just out here to play 2 games. They started Rominger. We're hoping to get more innings out of him than they did. As that pitch hit Stickle in the shoulder, that's the 3rd hit batter by Mitchell in this game. And that'll bring up Espelin, who is 1 for 2. He's reached on an error. He's singled. He's been hit by a pitch. And he has scored 3 times. Roosevelt 1 in the first, 5 in the third, 3 in the fourth. Ottumwa 1 in the second, and that's all. Stickle running, and the pitch is a strike. A breaking ball to throw to second is into center. Stickle up and on his way to third. And he'll hang on there. Probably that ball shouldn't have been thrown. As Stickle had a good jump, it was a breaking ball, and I don't think Maneri had much of a chance. Although he got rid of it quickly, and if the throw is on the bag, could have been at least close, but the throw well offline as Cam tried to get rid of it in a hurry. Now the 0-1. High and away, 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, it's 9-1 Roosevelt, bottom of the fifth. If they score 2, the game ends here in the fifth inning on the 10-run rule. And they've got one of those runs at third with nobody out. Now the 1-1. In the dirt, good stop by the Cambino. 2 balls and a strike. Mitchell from the stretch, but he works from the stretch even with no one on base. And that pitch popped up foul right side. Maneri underneath it and not able to make the catch. Cam may have had a hard time with that wind. That wind is blowing out, and I think it's blowing a little more briskly than when the game started, blowing the ball away from him. I didn't notice this, but Javen Rominger is in the game at first base now. That pitch lined into center, coming on and making the catch. That's Tanner Shark out there now. Sacrifice fly, the run scores, and it's 10-1. One out, nobody on for Tanner Short, who's popped out, had a single and a double. He's driven in a run. He scored 2. Jared's pitch, ground ball foul, third base side, 0-1. That pitch in the dirt, and the count even at a ball and a strike. Mitchell brings it home, and it's in the dirt again, 2-1. One out, nobody on, bottom of the fifth. Ottumwa down 10-1. Jared's next offering hit high in the air to left center. That's going back deep. That ball is gone, and that's the ball game. Final score 11-1 on the walk-off home run by Tanner Short. Roosevelt moves within a game of tying Ottumwa for the CIML Metro title. But Ottumwa still has one more game where they can claim the conference outright in Game 2. 11-1 the final score. We'll take 3 minutes, come back, and get you the Game 1 totals on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Hey, nice job clearing the clog.
Thanks.
You know anybody who could repair the water damage in my basement?
Roto-Rooter does that.
Do you guys fix water heaters?
Roto-Rooter does that.
How about a leaky faucet?
We do that.
Disposal repair?
We do that.
I've got to run a few errands, but if you could finish up those pies, that'd be great. Thanks.
and away go troubles down the drain.
Pies. Okay.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Hi, this is Vince Tyson, General Manager with Citizens Mutual in Bloomfield, the area's premier broadband provider. Wapello County, we have heard your screams of frustration. You need reliable internet, and we are proud to expand high-speed fiber internet into Wapello County. Express your interest today by going to findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. Again, that's findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. We look forward to hearing from you and bringing you the very best internet service at Citizens Mutual, coming soon to Wapello County.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
It's more than an education. It's more than a degree. William Penn University is alive with opportunity. Opportunity in a diverse student body. Opportunity in a staff that works with your budget. Opportunity in over 30 programs of study. Opportunity in a classroom where your voice is heard. Find your future and the opportunities waiting for you. Start your planning today at wmpenn.edu and see why William Penn University is alive with opportunity.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High Baseball on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Game one of our baseball doubleheader is complete. Ottumwa Falls here at Des Moines Roosevelt, 11-1 in 5 innings. For the Rough Riders, 11 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors, 6 left on base. Shea Stickle, the winner, now 7-0. For Ottumwa, 1 run, 2 hits, 4 errors, 3 left on base. Javen Rominger, the loss, now 4-2. The ball game took 1 hour and 39 minutes to complete. The only home run in the ball game was hit by Tanner Short. The final blow of the game was that home run. And for Short, that was home run number 4 on the season. Ottumwa drops to 23-15, 17-2 in the Metro Conference. Roosevelt improves to 26-12, 16-3 in the Metro. So it's this simple. If Ottumwa wins Game 2, they win the Metro outright. If Roosevelt wins Game 2, the two teams will share the conference title. On the radio side, we'll take a 3-minute timeout, then get you Radio Iowa News and Radio Iowa Sports. On the video side, we'll meet a few more of our great sponsors and shut down the Game 1 video feed. Get the Game 2 feed and recording set up. And we'll be back here in a little while to get you ready for the final regular season game and Ottumwa's final ever CIML Metro Conference game. That comes your way in just a little while, so don't go away on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at mikespizzasteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Hey, it's Sam here, your Lisco sales rep. Summertime weather is just around the corner, so you know the drill. Construction is in full swing, and we have limited time to get your order on the list for this year. As you're prioritizing your goals for 2022, let's make you the priority. We can chat details about what would make your home or business data connection the most successful. To add or update your services, call me, Samantha Knoll, for your Lisco sales and account management. 641-209-5400, 209-5400, or visit us at lisco.com.
It's more than an education. It's more than a degree. William Penn University is alive with opportunity. Opportunity in a diverse student body. Opportunity in a staff that works with your budget. Opportunity in over 30 programs of study. Opportunity in a classroom where your voice is heard. Find your future and the opportunities waiting for you. Start your planning today at wmpenn.edu and see why William Penn University is alive with opportunity.